In front of you is an enemy tank, and you fire a heat, high-explosive anti-tank round at it. We can see that this projectile features a hollow nose cone, a metal standoff distance assembly, a thermal detonator, an explosive charge, and a tracer. When the shell hits the tank armor, the nose detonates, and the resulting detonation wave passes through the hollow aluminum cone to trigger the base detonator. This creates the Monroe effect, generating a high-velocity metal jet that punches through the enemy tank armor. Then, another enemy tank appears with heavier armor. You fire another heat round, but because the shell is fired from a rifle gun, the projectile rotates at high speed. This causes the metal jet to twist, fracture, and disperse as it moves, leading to a significant decrease in penetration depth, ultimately failing to penetrate the armor. The enemy tank fires back with an OBC armor-piercing round. This projectile is divided into inner and outer parts. The interior contains a piezoelectric fuse, a shaped charge, and a detonator, while the exterior consists of the shell body and a tracer. Inside, there are two ball bearings that allow the outer shell to rotate with the rifling, while the inner core remains relatively stable to prevent high-speed spinning. When the shell hits the armor, the nose deforms, squeezing the piezoelectric crystal to generate an electric charge, which triggers the detonator to produce a metal jet that pierces your tank armor. You escape from the burning tank and drive a new one to attack the enemy. Aiming at the enemy tank, you launch an M409 multi-purpose heat projectile. This projectile is induced by a piezoelectric charge in the nose and features a unique electric detonator and tracer setup. When it hits the enemy armor, the charge initiates the explosive, but due to a specific internal design, the projectile rotates in the opposite direction of the metal jet flow to reduce the adverse effects of rotation on the jet's performance. The metal jet hits the enemy armor, but the enemy tank has been secretly targeting you. He fires a BK-14M heat round at you. This projectile has a compressible standoff pole, a gyro-stabilized system, a safety cover, and a tail fin assembly. Upon impact, the piezoelectric lead detonates the primer, igniting the explosives to generate a metal jet that pierces your tank armor. You climb out quickly and drive a new tank to counterattack. After locking onto the enemy, you fire a DM-12 heat round. This round uses a piezoelectric primer, a main explosive charge, and an electric detonator. However, the enemy tank is equipped with Explosive Reactive Armor, ERA. When the metal jet hits the reactive armor, the explosive sandwich detonates, pushing the steel panel outward. The panel moves across the path of the metal jet, causing it to deviate, bend, and lose velocity, significantly reducing its penetration power. Your shell fails to penetrate. The enemy tank spots you and fires back, but your tank is equipped with ceramic composite armor made of steel plates, elastic cushioning material, and a ceramic body structure. When the metal jet hits, the front steel plate resists it, reducing initial force, and the subsequent ceramic layer, which is 10 times stronger than steel at high temperatures and high-speed impacts, shatters the metal jet, preventing it from penetrating. However, the explosion still destroys your equipment. The enemy fires a BK-31 series heat round at you. This projectile contains 3 tandem warheads. When it contacts the armor, the first warhead penetrates the outer layer, the second penetrates the ceramic layer, and the third punches through the hull. Your tank is destroyed, and you climb out again. You drive a new tank to attack the enemy and fire an M830A1 heat round. This shell features a compound explosive charge and a sabot that separates after firing. Because of the sabot-stabilized design, it hits accurately, but the diameter of the charge is relatively small, so it fails to penetrate the enemy tank. Fortunately, you are at a long distance, and the enemy's shells are not accurate enough to hit you. However, the enemy tank fires a 9M119M gun-launched missile. This missile has a tandem warhead, a rocket motor, a laser decoder, and a tail fin structure. The rocket motor propels the missile, and the laser decoder receives signals from the tank to adjust its flight direction. The missile flies 4 kilometers and hits your tank, destroying it. As the enemy tanks continue to advance, a soldier from your squad fires a rocket-propelled grenade, RPG, at them.